Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and giving my first impressions on Demon Slayer. So to kick things off, Demon Slayer begins where we meet Tanjiro, who is the protagonist of the story, and he is talking to his family and just his sisters and brothers and his mother as he's about to go down to the village at the bottom of the mountain to start selling some charcoal so that they can have a big feast because there's a special event coming up. And this is where you start to see the connections that he has with his family and like his sort of personality starts coming. You get to see like how he feels about people and how much he's just loved and how people feel about him and his sort of kind, helping nature and a bit more on the caring side. But yeah, then he gets down to the town and everyone seems to know who he is. Everyone's happy to see him. They're all asking for charcoal. They're all happy to see him there and they're happy to buy the stuff that he's selling. And this is filled with a few funny scenes in this like small part of the first volume. Tanjiro actually ends up having to smell a broken vase to protect this boy from getting yelled at by his parent because they thought he broke the vase, but it turns out it was just a cat. That's a bit of a pointless information, but it's pretty funny and it shows Tanjiro's special abilities. On his way back up the mountain, he meets up with an old man whose name is Suburos. I think that's how it's pronounced. But old man Suburos owns a house near the bottom of the mountain, and he warns Tanjiro about the demons that come out at night. Tanjiro ends up staying the night at this old man's house and plans to come back there with his siblings to have a celebration with him because this old man seems pretty lonely on his own all the time. In the morning, Tanjiro wakes up and goes back up the mountain. He ends up back at his home and finds that his whole family has been killed. He believes this is by demons as there is a foul smell in the air as he has got the very strong ability of smell, and finds that only one of his siblings is still alive, and that is Nezuko. On his way taking Nezuko back down the mountain to get medical treatment, Nezuko turns into a demon and starts to try and attack Tanjiro. This is when the demon slayer Giyu Tomiyoko arrives and tries to kill Nezuko, but Tanjiro ends up convincing him not to, after a big showdown between the two. The demon slayer then tries to convince Tanjiro to go see an old man and points him in the right direction, so then Tanjiro can begin training as a demon slayer so he's able to protect Nezuko and just keep her alive as long as possible to try and solve a way to find out how to change her back to a human. On their way, they do have an encounter with the demon. They are lucky enough to escape without any harm and actually kill the demon, and that's when they meet the old man. Then there is a few chapters where there's just a big training between Tanjiro, who then has to slice a giant boulder under the instruction of the old man before he is allowed to go take part in the Demon Slayer exam. Tanjiro practices with these two mysterious Demon Slayers who help him in his battles to get to the exam and complete the exam, but we later find out that those two Demon Slayers aren't actually real. They actually were past students of this old man, and they did pass away in the exam. Then the volume kind of ends on a bit of a cliffhanger where Tanjiro ends up fighting a giant demon who kills loads of Demon Slayers in the Demon Slayer exam. So that's pretty interesting, but now I'm just going to get onto my thoughts on this whole story in this first volume, because I did kind of like it, kind of didn't, but that just wraps up a bit of the background story on it. My thoughts on this story was that it felt really, really tropey. Like the first chapter went really, really quick, and it shouldn't have gone as fast as it did, and it really just felt kind of like, the mangaka was trying to tell me that I'm stupid or dumb, because the whole time they were just pointing out so many like straight up facts at me. Like they literally told me that Tanjiro was nice and that people like Tanjiro, or that Tanjiro loves his family or whatever. Tanjiro literally says all that in the manga, like that sort of stuff where he just points out obvious facts that you should be able to understand. The artwork as well is a little bit shaky, but I don't really care. If the story's good, I don't really mind the artwork. But just the first few chapters of this story felt really rough and didn't really feel like they were the best. They could have been done a little bit better, in my opinion, but what am I going to say? I haven't written a manga, so I have nowhere that I can really bag on the manga for that. Apart from that, though, there's not too much. Most of the characters are pretty good. Tanjiro's a little bit for a little while there, but I think that this story will definitely pick up, and that I'll definitely start picking more volumes of it up, just to see where it goes. If I don't like it, I'll probably just drop it, which is what I'm doing now, probably. Similar to like Blue Exorcist and that, I do like the series that I have, but probably just not going to pick up a lot, or I'll just read it digitally if I really want to. But other than that, that's all I'm really going to say. I would recommend anyone who's into their sort of shonen manga to pick this up if it's going to be their first series. It's kind of a bit wishy-washy in a way, but definitely try it out if you haven't already. It has been out for a while and has been pretty hyped up. So, yeah, I'm a bit late to it, but that's all I'm going to really say. Anyway guys, hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, leave a comment down below of any anime, manga, or video game recommendations. I do have a gaming channel. I haven't been posting recently because I've been working on stuff for this channel, and a lot of other stuff. I've been really busy. But I'm going to start uploading Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War content on there if you're excited to see those sort of videos. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hope you've had a good day, and peace.